It's Saturday. It is November 20th, and it was Infrastructure Week. Finally, after 4 years of the orange toddler promising Infrastructure Week and doing nothing, not introducing a bill, not passing a bill, not accomplishing one fucking thing, Biden signed the infrastructure bill into law. One of the biggest investments into the US infrastructure and economy ever. But as per usual, we'll get no credit for it. Everyone just wanted to talk about his tanking approval ratings and his doctor visit to Walter Reed at the end of the week. But not only did we get Infrastructure Week, the House passed the watered down Build Back Better plan. Much to the chagrin of Kevin McCarthy. What a fucking asshole. Stands up there and bloviates for 8 fucking hours to make the longest speech on the House floor in history. Which I don't understand his motivation other than bloviating and breaking Nancy Pelosi's record, on which she stood in heels and discussed the merits of the bill. She was doing it to save dreamers. He is doing it to block investment in the American people. And didn't stay much on topic through the whole thing. So, and ultimately all he did was delay the vote so that it happened in the middle of the day during the news cycle. So I don't know if that was smart, but so we got that passed. And I gotta say, I didn't think we'd get infrastructure. So, and that, passed the Senate with Mitch McConnell signing it or, voting for it, which I love. He's now apologizing or explaining why he had to, vote for such a popular bill. Oh God, they're just a death cult, the Republicans. So I have to believe, because Nancy's usually adamant, she doesn't want to pass a bill that isn't going to, or she doesn't want to introduce a bill that isn't going to pass, and she didn't want to do this if it wasn't going to pass the Senate. Although I don't believe in that argument. I mean, we should be passing bills in the House. And I mean, we showed it in the last term that, McConnell just sat on 400 bills that had passed the House and didn't bring them up. But of course, did we message that properly? No. That, it's the do nothing Republicans. Yet we have the do nothing Democrat moniker on our back because that's the one they give us and we just accept it. So now, I have to believe that Biden thinks that he can get the Build Back Better plan approved in the Senate. I'm not exactly sure how, but it would be a huge win if he did. And then we got to do voting rights. We've got to work on voting rights. It is the single most important thing to save our democracy is voting. Getting the Congress to approve voting rights bill and the partisan gerrymandering, securing the elections, that whole bit, making it much more difficult for them to purge rolls and disenfranchise voters. Like, let's actually let people vote. It's not that hard. And it's kind of what the democracy is founded on. But I know it's only the votes of white people, and really, if they had their druthers, just white men. Oh God. And then we ended the week with the biggest travesty of justice this century. That little snot-nosed shithead went free after murdering 2 people in Kenosha, and that racist fucking jury in Kenosha. Somebody said this week that Wisconsin is the Mississippi of the North. Um, that racist fucking jury just said it is perfectly acceptable to be a terrorist in this country. I'm assuming in parentheses if you're white, because I don't think a person of color would get away with this. Because what they're saying is it is okay for you to pick up. I know the gun people get all particular about the words that we use. I want to call it an assault rifle. I don't care what your nitty gritty little nitpicky bullshit is about, the specific words of what the thing is. It's designed to kill people. That's the only thing that it's meant to do. It's a weapon of terror. It's a weapon of war. Like, there's just no way to not describe it that way. You don't use that to hunt deer. That isn't a self-protection weapon. That is designed to kill people quickly. So it's okay to take that kind of gun that's designed to kill lots of people very quickly into a town you don't live in, into a state you don't live in, run around with it loaded, terrorizing the people that actually live in the community. And when confronted by the people who live in the community who are trying to protect their community by asking you to leave, you can kill them and get away with it. If that's not terrorism, I don't know what else it is. So that's monumentally disappointing. Not surprising. And I have a whole bunch of trolls that are going to tell me to, I'm butthurt, blah, 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 blah. I don't give a flying fuck. You're morons. That kind of activity should not be legal. Just because it fulfills your weird, juvenile fantasies about, civil justice, you're going to take up arms. I don't want regular old schmoes running around thinking that they're going to protect me. I don't want your protection. Stop it. We didn't ask you to come here. We didn't ask you to do this. We don't need all of that machismo bullshit that you think you get to win the argument because you have the biggest gun. I don't give a flying fuck. Your argument is flawed. Your gun shouldn't be allowed. And without the gun, what do you have? And maybe that's what you're afraid of. Who knows? It's just an incredibly disappointing result. But I'm going to sit here with cautious optimism that we will get the Build Back Better plan approved before they break for Thanksgiving. It's a big, bold statement, but they do wait until the very last minute before they break for Thanksgiving. They take breaks all the time in the middle of the session that mean nothing, but they'll work right up until like the day of Thanksgiving, midnight on Wednesday. It's weird. But I don't set their schedule.